Hi, it's Jen from Navigating Baby Loss, and today I'm so excited to share something with you that I have been working on for a really long time and something that I have seen a need for in the stillbirth grief space. When I lost my twins, I remember coming home from the hospital with empty arms, as we all remember that long ride home. And then I got home and I looked at all the baby things that were all set up in the nursery, ready to go, and just felt completely frozen. There was no guidebook on how to do this. There was nobody to help me plan the funeral and feel like I was doing the right thing or knowing how to do things. There was no one who truly understood what this felt like. The only support I could find was an in-person group. It just wasn't possible. My husband worked nights. I had two little boys at home, and there just wasn't time that I could break away and really talk about what was happening for me. So I just went without for way too long, and I tried to figure it out by myself. I know now most moms do the same thing. So that's what led me to create the Stillbirth Roadmap. It's the kind of support I wish someone had given me when I was completely lost. Some sort of guidebook, some sort of step-by-step process that let me know I was going to be okay. Not something that rushed me or told me to move on and be grateful, but something that gently walked me through each step. Something that didn't try to fix me, but also helped me feel a little less broken bit by bit. So let me tell you what my vision was as I created this course. I didn't want to make it a one size fits all grief program because I think stillbirth grief is very unique. And I imagined it to be more of a journey because there are definite phases that you go through. There's the beginning phase when you first find out that you lost your baby and the things that you're thinking of, the guilt, the disappointment with your body, the anger, the frustration, the disbelief. All of those things are in the first phase. And what I know from living with this for 25 years is you sometimes go back to that. So I wanted it to be a program where it's not just like, oh, well, you do this, and then you never look at this again. No, I think it ebbs and flows depending on where you are. But typically, these are the things that you are navigating in those first few months of the shock. Then the second section, the second module is more about now what? Who am I? Who is this new person that I've become? How do I go back to work? How do I deal with people? How do I look around at everyone else living their life while mine has fallen apart at the seams? Like my life feels like it will never be okay again. And I don't even know how to breathe, but I'm expected to keep going and I'm expected to somehow feel better about all this. And all of the changes, the friendships change, your body changes, your all of those things that are front and center. It can be anywhere from 6 months to a year or 3 years. I loved that part of it because there's so much to work on in that section. And then the last section, the third module, is all about okay, you're starting to breathe, you've got a groove going, maybe you're pregnant again, maybe you have another baby. How do you keep going? How do you not let that fear stop you? Because the fear is what stops us from truly living into our lives and truly being who we're meant to be and who we can be. But we've just had this terrible experience, and the fear of it happening again or being the disappointment in our lives in any form is just too much. So that's what the third module is all about. I love the third module because it's about weaving your baby's memory into your everyday life and this experience into who you've become. We don't get over it. This is not something I'm going to tell you. You're never going to leave it behind. There's no such thing. That's the main structure of the three modules. It's not like a checklist. It's not like you do this and then you're over it and then you move on to the next thing. That's not the case. But I did want it to be something that you can come back to, skip ahead, you can pick up what you need when you need it. In this course, Module 1 is navigating the early days of grief. And I say early days, but they can be early days of any new grief. It can be early days of a different loss. It can be early days of your rainbow baby getting on the bus like me and having a absolute panic attack and going right back straight to these feelings of the early days of grief. This is when you just get those raw feelings and you're blaming yourself, can't understand your emotions. This is going to teach you how to understand and name your emotions without judgment. It's going to teach you how to let go of guilt and blame. If it did nothing else, this would be so worth it because I have an amazing tool that I use constantly. I teach you in this. It's going to be change everything about every part of your life, which is also what I love about this course. It's going to help you cope with insensitive comments, social situations, combat those waves of depression, anxiety, hormone shifts, all of those things that go on that are specific to the early days. The hormone shifts come when you're pregnant, the hormone shifts come later in life. There's all kinds of things that this information is going to be super useful for. Module 2 is navigating life as the new you. It's going to teach you a lot about reconnecting with your partner because you're probably grieving differently, returning to work without falling apart, begin to accept this version of yourself. Who is this new version of me? Who is she? I need to learn who she is. And then talking about what's right for you with a future pregnancy. Are you ready for it? Are you already pregnant? How are you feeling about it? What are your thoughts? Do you not want any more children because you're not willing to risk it? And just really deciding what's best for you without judgment. The third module is navigating the future with hope. You'll have your unique path to healing. It's not a timeline. It's not a do this, then that type of thing. That doesn't work. I don't even like the word healing most of the time because I don't know if that's real. You never heal, you just walk beside it forever. Beautiful ways to honor your baby and trusting in your body after you feel like it has failed you and how to rebuild that trust again. Are you going to become pregnant? What will you do? How do you cope with having a new baby? How do you bond with that new baby? How to prepare for holidays, anniversaries, and milestones with less dread. This one's about putting the hope back in. Not to say that everything's back to normal and you're all good. It's just, here's the new you. You're going to be okay. And here's how you manage the rest of your life and find the joy that can come with it. We do have 6 weeks together. So during this course, beginning May 19th, I'll release a couple lessons at a time for over the next 6 weeks. We will meet and talk about the lessons that were released. We'll deep dive into those, answer tons of questions, anything that you want to talk about. It's your time to connect with other moms and ask me and get support from me for anything you need. There's also going to be a workbook for each lesson. There is an activity. Lots of times it's just a one-page worksheet. We're not talking about homework here. We're talking about little activities that help you shift the way that you're thinking, the way that you're talking to yourself, the way that you're seeing things. These are all trauma-informed activities specific to stillbirth moms. And I've done the research and created them from experience and the work of my clients. And I think you're going to love it. I think it's just so pretty and it's just going to be such a great resource for you to come back. And once you learn some of these strategies, you're going to use them for all the parts of your life. There's also audio lessons. So if you're not the kind of person that's like, I have time to sit down and watch a video, and even though the videos aren't long, it's just a little audio. You can pop it in your ears, go for a walk, get some fresh air, and just really listen and get what you need from that too. I like that part of it because I'm a podcast junkie. As you can tell, here I am. My other favorite part is the one-on-one session with me. You get a one-on-one session with me, which is usually the price of the whole course. We will sit and talk about any single thing that you want to talk about, and we will come up with a solution by the end of the call. I will check in on you to see how it's going. Getting that one nagging thing solved is a huge step in the right direction. I want to know from you if all this course did was help you handle emotions like guilt, fear, and sadness without judging yourself for having them, knowing that they're completely normal. If it could help you cope with comments and insensitive things people say who mean well, but just don't get it. If it could help you reconnect with your body, help you in your relationships, and learn who your new identity is, help you regain your identity of who you are post loss, and then help you make decisions about your future, your work, your family, future pregnancies from a place of hope and possibility instead of panic. And if it can help you find a way to do all this while you honor your baby every step of the way without being in pain all the time, would it be worth it to you? I'm so excited for you to join me in it and check it out. I just know that this is going to be so perfect. Is this right for you? Maybe you're wondering if this program is really for you. So here's some questions you can ask yourself. Do I still carry guilt, even if I know logically I didn't do anything wrong? Have I tried therapy, books, or groups and walked away feeling even more alone? Do I want to keep my baby's memory alive, but don't know how to without it feeling heavy and painful? Do I feel like everyone else has moved on and I'm the only one still aching? Am I craving peace, but scared that if I do find happiness and peace, then it means I'm leaving my baby behind? If you said yes to even one of these, the Stillbirth Roadmap was made with you in mind. So I want you to know, with Mother's Day coming up, that this might be the perfect gift that you've been looking for. If you've tried therapy and it just isn't clicking with you, if you have tried other things that just don't seem to be helping, what do you have to lose? It's not a magic fix. I'm not going to promise that. Nothing can ever take it away or make it okay. But what it can do is help you find your breath again. It can help you weave your baby's memory into a way that you can live the rest of your life feeling at peace instead of in pain. It will guide you through the dark days and gently, it will get you through the hard times and show you that there is a path. I do have a path, and you deserve that. If your heart is whispering, it's time to try something new, something different, something real, I invite you to learn more about the Stillbirth Roadmap. You can see all the details on my website, jennifersen.com/roadmap. And I'll also drop the link below. And even if today's not the day, you just aren't ready to say yes, please know this. You're not broken. You're grieving. And you're doing a really, really good job. You're doing the unthinkable just by being here and listening. Your baby mattered. Your story matters. And your future still holds so much possibility. So I want you to consider spending the next 6 weeks with me. I would love to be in your corner, cheering you on and showing you the way. Because I didn't have this. I had nothing even similar to this because this is the thing that I longed for when I was in my early days or even several years down the road as I was still struggling. I would love to have had some sort of solution, some sort of resource to turn to, but I didn't. I just kept busy. And I didn't have this as I was going through the early days of my grief, and I just shoved it down. I went about life as I was expected to and tried to just move on because I thought there was something wrong with me if I wasn't. It ended up really taking a toll on my relationships, on my body, and I had a rainbow baby, the joy of my life, but it really was not an easy time. So I'm really want you to get this support. You have this available, and I am creating a community for you that will bring you closer to the new person that you are becoming. I would love to help show you the way and be right beside you. So join me in the Stillbirth Roadmap. I cannot wait to see you there.